Hey folks, Bob at Red Hill Tactical. Just got an interesting email that potentially, if you're into knives, could save you a ton of money. So I'm going to go over the email. Spartan Blades just sent us an email, and they said anything that had the S45VN blade steel, that was one of their gold series, they were encouraging us to take up to 30% off the sticker MSRP. So, as you read this, I will be going through and repricing these knives on our website, but wanted to show you guys what we have so that you understand what's available at 30% off. Now, 30% off is a huge discount off knives. Now, these knives are not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. Most of these knives are the cheapest ones on the table are $280, and they go all the way up to $500 or $550 or more. Okay. So if you're taking 30% off a $500 knife, that's a $150 discount. That's huge. So those of you who are debating something like a Benchmade price point may be able to step into a Spartan on the S45VM blade steel and not spend any more money, which is really kind of the cool part. So I'm going to go through them. In the video, I'm going to kind of throw individual pictures as I talk about each knife, and so you guys can see what we got. So the first two, these are the Frikes. The Frikes are have a nice DLC coating. This is the olive drab. The MSRP on this one's $280, so take 15% off of that. The next Frike we have is the solid black. This is a G10 inlay, pretty nice. Again, these are their gold series. It's the S45VN steel, so you're going to get the same 30% off that. The next three are going to be some of their smaller, more compact Harsey folders. Some of my employees here really love these ones because they're the 3¼ inch blade, which is a significantly smaller blade than the normal one. But a lot of folks, if you like a smaller knife, they're still not small by any stretch of the imagination, but it's significantly smaller. Okay, so the first one we have here is the Spartan Compass 3¼ nice stonewash blade, bluish green color. Again, I'm going to post pictures of these on here too. This is absolutely a beautiful knife. Bronze hardware, bronze. The titanium hardware has all been bronzed. Again, beautiful knife. This one here is my wife's favorite. Based on the 30% off, she may end up just confiscating this one. So if it's not on the website very long, don't be surprised. So there's a ship in the background. This is the Kraken taking the ship. It's engraved on the front and back. Again, really nice bronze hardware. Engraving is really done nice. Kind of like a battle worn on the edges with the bronze and the green also. This one is a really, really, really good looking knife. The back of it again has a nice large size Kraken. This is just a really pretty knife. Again, stonewash blade. The next one we have is the St. Michael's Spartan Harsey 3¼ again, stonewash blade, S45VM. So this one, what they did was they did the engraving and they anodized it blue, and then they refaced it, so the blue inlay is really deep in there. This is an absolutely stunner of a knife. Again, 30% off. This is a $500 MSRP, so you're going to take the $150 off this guy. It'll be on the website later this afternoon at that price. The next ones we have are all going to be the full-size Harseys. Now, folks, these are not small knives. These are big knives. They're pocket fillers. But again, so some of these are really, really pretty. This is kind of our Vegas favorite when we have it. This is the S45VM with a DLC blade. This is the deck of cards, the Ace, King, Queen, Jack, and 10. On the back of it, it has more of the kind of the face of the card, the really intense sort of decoration that they put on the back side of a card is on the back side of this. The faces are on the front. They really did a number on this one. This is probably one of the prettiest anodizing jobs. It is a combination of purple and gold together. It is a beautiful knife. The next one is the Viking longboat knife. On the back of it, it actually says Till Valhalla. The front of it is, again, they did a similar as they did with the St. Michael's. It's got the blue, and then they reface it, so the inlay is really nice and deep. Beautiful knife, stone wash finish. I like this one. This one was one I thought would be a quick seller. It is a really deep, really textured engraving. This is their dragon knife. It has multiple colors of it on the inlay. The thing I really like that they did about this one is the blue titanium hardware. Again, stonewashed S45 VM. I thought this one would go pretty quickly. It's sitting here. I don't know why. So this is a koi fish version. This really not much color to the inlay. So most of the blade, the handle is silver. The inlay, the engraving is done in a bronze. All the hardware is bronzed. It stands out because of the depth, not really because of the color. So this is, if you're not really a big on the flashy inlays, this would be a great knife for you. Again, the satin S45 VM blade. Oh, and this one's great. This one, I'm really surprised we actually have this guy. I've had a lot of people look at it. So on the front of this blade is Forgotten Country. This, as many of you guys know, Spartans, obviously their elite grade, their gold series are all made in the USA. They are former military. They're really legit dudes. This one is a really nice green, and then a lot of the inlays done in a gold. On the back of it, it has the eagle's claws holding the olive branch. This is so many people's favorite knives. We've sold a ton of these. I'm actually surprised I have any of the S45 VN left, but we do. So again, all of the Spartan with the S45 VN are going to be on deep discount. Again, 30% off a knife is a huge discount. And I realize that these are, the Frikes are the low end at 280, the full-size Spartans at 550 bucks. But 30% off that is huge. This is an opportunity that I've not seen from Spartan in all the years we've been selling them. We will go through the rest of our inventory and look and see if we have anything else. But for right now, this is what we have. If you're interested in Spartan and this is the time to buy, call us, let us know. Obviously, they're available online. We're here to help you out. RedHillTactical.com. The full inventory will be updated shortly. Thanks, guys.